Good afternoon from St. Francis. Good afternoon from Joliet, Illinois, and the University of St. Francis, where the Fighting Saints host the Fighting Bees of St. Ambrose in a CCAC matchup. My name is Terry Bonadonna on the call for today's doubleheader action. As first, the St. Francis women take on the St. Ambrose women, and then the men's teams from the same schools do the same at 7 o'clock later on tonight. Fighting Saints come into today's matchup looking for their first conference victory of the season. They're 4-1 in the non-conference season. St. Ambrose is 1-3 this year. Like the Fighting Saints, they're opening up CCAC play today. Bailey Johnson is at center court for the Fighting Saints. Ready for the opening tip. St. Francis in white going from right to left. Peyton Calouette and St. Ambrose in blue going from left to right. Johnson beats Calouette on the tip. And we're underway. St. Francis takes the opening possession. Takara Harrison on the right wing. Harrison pulls up, passes out to Lorelei Thormeyer. This is Leilani Harris in the drive and kick. Down low, it's Johnson, double team, forces it up and scores with a foul. Nice start for the Saints tonight as they take a quick 2-0 lead. Starting lineup for the Saints: Lauren Knight, Takara Harrison, Lorelei Thormeyer, Leilani Harris, and Bailey Johnson. Looking for their second consecutive victory after they took care of Indiana Kokomo on Saturday night. 14-point win. Good start for Johnson, who is not off to a great offensive start to the season, but she's got 3 early points today. First possession of the ball game for St. Ambrose. Driving into traffic, up off the glass, no good from Mary Gruber. Saints take it the other way. Leilani Harris fires it outside. Harrison wide open in the corner. 3-ball rims out. Johnson fighting for the rebound. Second chance, no. Third chance, yes. Bailey Johnson's got the first 5 of the game. Good start for the Saints. Left wing 3-pointer for St. Ambrose is no good. That was Caitlin Thole who took that one. Foul called on Caroline Kuhl, making her first start of the season in place of Abby Walter. The starting lineup for St. Ambrose, along with Caroline Kuhl, Olivia Harder, Peyton Calouette, Caitlin Thole, and Mary Gruber. Outside, Lauren Knight for 3. Short. Rebound tipped around and brought in by Olivia Harder, the junior from Rockford. St. Ambrose on the run. Mary Gruber slows it down a bit. They'll run the half-court game. Fired outside, open 3. Harder misses off the front rim, and Leilani Harris grabs the rebound. Just about 2 minutes in, 5-0 lead for St. Francis. Leilani Harris tries a deep 3 ball. A little bit too strong. Rebound deflected around. Johnson on her knees trying to grab it, and we've got a tie-up. Caitlin Thole got in there late on the play, wrapped her hands around the ball as well. And so on possession arrow, St. Ambrose is able to take it away. Saints make a substitution for the first time today as they bring in the freshman Simone Harrell. Drive from Mary Gruber, runner off the back iron, no good. Johnson, aggressive rebound. Great start to today's game for Bailey Johnson. Here's Lorelei Thormeyer pulling up the paint, kicking outside. Harrison drives and kicks. Harrison gets it back. Only 12 seconds off the shot clock as Lauren Knight carries it inside, and Knight is fouled going up. Free throws coming for the Fighting Saints, who try to extend a strong early lead. 5 straight points for St. Francis. Lauren Knight, 67% foul shooter at the line. First shot is good. Corinne Fromm is in, freshman from Wisconsin for St. Francis. One of two for night, 6-0 lead for St. Francis. Saints have made 2 of their first 3 free throws in today's game. High post, it's Peyton Calouette, junior forward. Outside, jumper no good, rebound Saints. Simone Harrell is hassled, gives it up, and a foul is called on Calouette. Good hands initially from Calouette as Harrell got a little careless with the ball, but a reach in after the deflection sends Peyton Calouette to the bench as she picks up her second foul. Amo Ring is in for the Saints. Leilani Harris, after a very quick breather, back in there. So it's Harrell, Knight, Harris, Fromm, and Ring right now for John McGinty's side. Good defensive start for the Saints. Still not allowed a point. Harris drives, off balance, blocked. And here come the Fighting Bees. Erica Bostwick comes away with the shot block. Drive from the right wing, and a jump ball as Harris reaches in on Caitlin Thole, forces the tie up. We're going the other way. Six nothing lead for St. Francis as St. Ambrose calls their first time out of the game. Zach Exume, in his second season as head coach of the Fighting Bees, calls for the stoppage. Good start for the Fighting Saints. Bailey Johnson scored the opening 5 points. She's already got 3 rebounds as well, so a really good start for the sophomore center. Nobody else has been able to shoot. St. Ambrose is 0 for 5, and St. Francis, aside from Bailey Johnson, has gone 0 for 4. Both of Johnson's buckets came from in the paint. So that's where we're at right now. Saints very happy, I'm sure, with the defensive stop. Looking for a little bit more on the offensive end. We'll see if they can get it coming out of this timeout. It will be St. Francis basketball. Good start to the season for the Saints at 4-1, but they have struggled offensively throughout the year, shooting just 39% as a team and 29% on three-pointers. Those are numbers that, of course, will have to come up if they want to contend in the CCAC, this being their first conference game of the season right now. Corner 3 for Ring out of the timeout misses, but the rebound is deflected out to Fromm. Second chance for St. Francis. Here's Knight on the drive, kicks it outside to Harrell. Shot clock is at 10 for the Fighting Saints. Leilani Harris, leading scorer on the season, looking for her first points today. Flips it underhand, no good. Second chance is there for Ring. And it's an 8-0 ball game. First field goal of the game for anybody not named Bailey Johnson. It comes about 3.5 minutes in. St. Ambrose struggling to get it across half court, but they finally do to Bostwick. And now it's Mary Gruber setting up the offense. Caitlin Thole spins to the free throw line, kicks it back out. Three-point attempt, way off from Caroline Kuhl. And here come the Fighting Saints once again. One and done for the Bees. Harrell works her way inside, down to the corner. Leilani Harris for 3, air ball. Second chance there for Harrell. Offensive rebounds guiding the Fighting Saints so far in this game. They've already got 5 of them, and the majority of their points actually have come on second chance. 6 out of their 10 have not come on the first shot. First shot from Kuhl is a missed three-pointer. Saints initially got the rebound, but it was knocked away, and St. Ambrose will get another chance here. The shot clock did not reset to 30, so officially this is an offensive rebound for St. Ambrose, not a turnover. Drive from Olivia Harder. She's blocked by Ring. Out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Ambrose. 5 to shoot. Back to the bench for St. Francis as Abby Shepard comes in for the first time. Lorelei Thormeyer and Takara Harrison are back in the game. St. Ambrose goes to their bench as well. Looks like Ellie Doe has checked in, along with Kanaya Starks. Here's a pull-up jumper for Doe. No good. It did just barely graze the rim, so no shot clock violation, but the Saints are able to come up with the rebound. Harrell over to Thormeyer. Thormeyer fakes the shot, drives and kicks. Harrison does not fake the shot. She takes it, but misses, and Ring goes over the back, trying to grab what would have been the 6th offensive rebound of the game for St. Francis. Dominant start today for the Saints. They lead 10-0, just over 5 minutes into the action. Bailey Johnson back in the ball game for the Saints. 5 points, 3 rebounds in just 3 minutes played so far for her. Caitlin Thull pressured in the backcourt, picks up her dribble and is able to get it away to Erica Bostwick. Bostwick working one-on-one with Johnson, too hard off the glass, and Johnson grabs another rebound. Here come the Fighting Saints, already ahead by 10 points. Harrison drives, Harrison in the paint, rolls it in, 2 for Takara Harrison. Her first points today, a 12-point lead for the Fighting Saints, a dominant start for the home side today. Pass deflected, nearly intercepted by St. Francis. Bostwick dives on the floor to pick it up, but she gives it up. It's Thormeyer taking it inside on Thull, kicked out to Fromm, wide open 3 ball, too strong. Rebound to Bostwick and St. Ambrose. Saints have not shot the ball well, and they still lead 12-0. They could have a massive lead right now if a few of those other open looks would go down. Bostwick backs in, kicks it out to Starks. More than half the shot clock gone. Wide open attempt for Olivia Harder, and she misses the 3. Doe grabs the rebound, blocked out of bounds by Harrison. It'll stay with St. Ambrose. I should say, St. Ambrose has missed a lot of open shots as well. That last one, maybe the best look they've gotten all game, a wide open 3 for Olivia Harder. She's just a 29% three-point shooter on the season. But both teams have left some points out there. Bostwick steps back. She fires the 3, and that one finally goes. First points of the game for St. Ambrose after a 6.5-minute drought. It's Erica Bostwick who finally gets the Bees on the board. Her first points this season. Inside, Johnson guarded by Bostwick. Nice move in the post, and she banks it in. 7 points, 4 rebounds in the first quarter for Bailey Johnson. On her way potentially to a big game. Olivia Harder kicks it outside. Nice fake from Doe. She steps in and misses the 2-pointer. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Caitlin Thull. Saints ball. Simone Harrell and Lonnie Harris back in for the Saints. Shepard and Fromm sit down. Johnson over to Thormeyer. Here's Harrison up top. Drives in with the right hand, works her way down low against Harder. Kicked out to an open shooter. Thormeyer drains the 3. Timeout, St. Ambrose, their second of the half. As Zach Exene once again wants his team to come over to the sideline to talk things out. What a start for the Fighting Saints today. 17-2 is the early lead for the Fighting Saints. And early on, it was the Bailey Johnson show. Now everybody's getting involved. 6 different players have scored in this first quarter. And St. Francis is starting to get rolling with their shot as well. They were 2 of their first 7. Since then, 5 out of 10. And they're currently out-rebounding St. Ambrose 15-9. So they've created extra chances for themselves as well with a bunch of offensive boards. St. Ambrose, 1 of 14 shooting so far, and their one made basket came from perhaps an unlikely source. Erica Bostwick, entering play today, had not seen a whole lot of action. She hadn't scored a point all year. She had only played 4 total minutes, but big minutes early today with Abby Walter out. And you know, I've been talking about how well St. Francis is playing compared to St. Ambrose early, but it should be noted that Abby Walter has been their best player this season, averaging close to 16 points per game. So to not have her in the lineup has been huge. St. Ambrose ball facing the St. Francis full court pressure defense. They've had some trouble with that today. This time they're able to get it across half court. Bostwick hands it off. Kanaya Starks on the wing, rolls around to the left side. St. Ambrose doing a lot of side-to-side moving here as Doe drives and kicks. Bounce down low. This is Bostwick, double team. She throws it away into the backcourt. Saints trying to get there first, and they do. Harrell comes away with the steal to Takara Harrison for a wide open layup. It would have been a backcourt violation even if St. Ambrose could get there first, but the Saints hustled down the floor, made sure to get a live ball turnover to turn it into 2 points. Nice hustle from St. Francis. The lead is up to 17. Doe bounces inside. Nice move by Harder, but she can't finish. Good job by Harder to let the defense blow by, but threw up an air ball in the paint. And now a tie-up. We'll keep the ball here, but with 3 seconds on the shot clock. The lead is 17 for St. Francis with 91 seconds to play in the first quarter. Open three for Doe, off the rim. Nothing's falling for St. Ambrose. Here comes Lorelei Thormeyer. Thormeyer weaves her way through traffic, jump stop in the paint, and the ball is taken away. Quick hands from the sophomore Ellie Doe, who comes up with a steal. Approaching the 1 minute mark here in the first quarter. Huge lead for the Saints, and they can expand it after the steal from Harrell. Thormeyer back ahead to Harrell, one-on-one. She's fouled, and she finishes. Big play from Harrell. She's on the board with her first points tonight, and the Fighting Saints lead continues to grow. Simone Harrell is a good-looking freshman, 5'11", from Schaumburg, who has seen more playing time than any of the other freshmen on the roster, averaging over 22 minutes per game. Hasn't put up huge numbers just yet, but she has shown the ability. She's got her first 3 points of the game. That pass a little bit too tall for Starks, but she's able to haul it in, and now a 10-second violation. They've been flirting with those all night. Saints press defense has been causing fits for St. Ambrose. And this time it finally was too much. That high pass didn't allow St. Ambrose to gain control. Kiki Gray checks in for the first time for St. Francis, 6'2" senior center. First time we've seen her tonight. So John McGinty's used pretty much the entire roster so far, and most of them have scored. Gray lays one in off the feed from Takara Harrison. 24-2 St. Francis. Probably the final offensive possession of the quarter for St. Ambrose right here. We'll see if they can get anything going. They just do beat the 10-second clock. Three-pointer from Caroline Kuhl misses. Rebounded by Lauren Knight. Saints initially were looking to push, but St. Ambrose was able to get back defensively, and so the Fighting Saints will play for one final shot here. Harrison walks it towards half court, gets a screen from Fromm, passes back to Corinne Fromm. Bounce down low, Gray in good positioning, lays in another two, and she's headed to the free throw line. (26-2) St. Francis. 2 seconds on the clock, first quarter. And Gray trying to add a 5th point to her total. She's been on the floor for less than a minute. She'll settle for 4 for now. Rebound goes out of bounds, but as it does, the clock runs out. So we've reached the end of the first quarter. Couldn't have asked for much of a better start for St. Francis. 26-2 is the score. I'll take a quick break. Back with quarter number 2 in just a moment. Start of the second quarter. All St. Francis so far. 26-2 is their lead. Saints basketball as we start the second 10-minute segment today. Lorelei Thormeyer hands it off to Abby Shepard. Here's Corinne Fromm. Back over to Shepard. Long three-pointer. Perfect. Mary Gruber was closing in. Decided to take the risk on the shot anyway. First 3 points of the game for Abby Shepard. Saints are starting to shoot the ball significantly better. They were dominant early in the game even when their shots weren't falling, but now the score is really lopsided. Good ball movement on this possession for St. Ambrose. Good fake. Doe bounced inside. The pass was a little bit low. Bostwick has to chase it outside. 6 on the shot clock. Doe flings it into the corner. Three-pointer is good. Mary Gruber, a freshman out of Mother Macaulay High School in Chicago's South Side, makes it 29-5. Second made field goal of the game for St. Ambrose. The first was a long two from Bostwick. I thought it was a three when she initially hit it. It was not. Lob down low for Mariah Paytas. She goes up and misses. Paytas just checked into the game for the first time. Another freshman for St. Francis. Bostwick drives on her here. Picks up her dribble and has it stripped by Abby Shepard. Here comes Lorelei Thormeyer driving in on Starks, and she traveled. It was a good move by Thormeyer, but she kind of juggled the ball a little bit, and as she did so, her foot kind of slid, that pivot foot, as she was getting ready to plant and spin towards the basket. She made the shot. Didn't count, though. Saints turn it over. They lead by 24. Their lead has been as big as 27. Layup misses. And a timeout called by St. Francis. Layup missed from Caitlin Thole. Talked about Abby Walter earlier, not in the lineup for St. Ambrose. She's been so good for Zach Ixame's squad so far this year, so she's a big loss. But Caitlin Thole is their other big producer. She's playing. She's just not producing. On the season, a 50% shooter, 15-point-per-game scorer. And today she's 0 for 3 from the field and has not scored. It's tough to compete when your top players are either not playing or not producing, and that's the case right now for the Fighting Bees. For St. Francis, everybody is producing. 8 different players already have found the scoreboard. And surprisingly, one of the few who hasn't is Leilani Harris, who came in averaging a team best 16 points per game. If they can play like this, even when their star player is not going well, it shows what this team is capable of right now. Lorelei Thormeyer from the corner misses the three. And the rebound goes to Caitlin Thole. St. Ambrose works away from the basket. It's Thole. Pass deflected by Harrell, but kept alive. Here's Doe on the drive and bounce into the corner. Cool, pulled up, wanted the shot. Well defended, so it's stolen by Abby Shepard. Shepard jumps the passing lane. Drives into the teeth of the defense and gets fouled. Foul is Mary Gruber's second. First on the team. But now both Gruber and Calouette have 2 fouls. Peyton Calouette's been on the bench for a long time. She picked up her second foul at the 5-minute mark. We haven't seen her since. First free throw is good from Shepard. You know, some coaches, a lot of coaches really have an internal rule. You commit 2 fouls, you're going to be on the bench until halftime. But down by 25, Zach Exme might want to think about bringing some of that top talent back in. He needs everyone he can get right now. The Saints keep it alive off the free throw miss. Harrison misses the jumper. The rebound goes to Kanaya Starks. 25-point lead for St. Francis. Out of bounds, last touch by Starks. Saints are playing well on the offensive end, but the defense is what has really shown today. They've forced 8 turnovers. They've committed only 2 of them. Harrell looks down low, finds Bailey Johnson. One dribble, Johnson up, nice touch. A game-high 9 points for Bailey Johnson, who's only played 6 minutes. Here's Starks working around the perimeter. Starks bounces it to Thole. Nothing much going on so far on this possession. Now a little penetration. Sent down low for Calouette, who misses the jumper. So Calouette just back into the game. Got a good look and missed it. And now an offensive foul is called on Simone Harrell. Third turnover of the game for St. Francis. It's just their first foul. And John McGinty goes back to the bench. Brings in the senior transfer out of California, Sophia Desierda. Desierda's playing in her third game this year. Drive from Thole. Her pass is deflected out of bounds.
Out of bounds, stays with the Fighting Bees.
Olivia Harder will trigger the inbounds pass. Thole's pass again deflected. Second time already on this possession that Thole has had a pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Ambrose. The shot clock has not reset. It's still counting down now from 15. Starks working against Shepard. Bounces to the top of the circle. It's Calouette. Nice pass from Calouette to Thole. Deflected again. This time she gets it back and misses from close range off the backboard. Rebound grabbed by Desierdo. Fromm pulls up in the paint. Gives to Bailey Johnson. Johnson has it stripped and saves it. Abby Shepard for three. No. Rebound to Harder. Fighting Bees on the move. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first half. And Starks is blocked. Ball is loose and Harrell is called for the foul going after it. A little bit of a collision with Olivia Harder. And Harrell is called for her second foul. Mariah Patis is back in. Bailey Johnson to the bench. 9 points, 4 rebounds for Johnson so far. Both of those are game highs. Starks on the outside. Bounces and gives it up to Thole. Thole looking low, finds Calouette. One-on-one against Patis. Turnaround, got it, and a foul called on Mariah Patis. Nice move by Peyton Calouette down low. And a chance for her to connect on a three-point play. Calouette averages 9.5 points per game. She's a 67% free throw shooter. Takara Harrison back on the floor. Free throw misses from Calouette, so she'll settle for a 2-point play. The lead is 25 for St. Francis. The offense has gone cold so far in the second quarter, and even colder as Fromm fires it out of bounds. She and Takara Harrison not quite on the same page. As Harrison started to move, Fromm threw it to where she had been, and even if Harrison hadn't moved, the pass might have been a little bit too high. Saints turned it over only one time in the first quarter. That's their third turnover in the second. Calouette is trapped. She gives it up to Starks. Starks drives and kicks. Open three, Harder. Nothing's falling for her right now. She's missed some open ones. Here come the Fighting Saints. Desierdo ahead for Shepard, and Shepard steps out of bounds trying to corral it. Pass a little bit too far out in front. Saints getting sloppy on offense, but it hasn't hurt them. You can open up a 27-point lead. You can afford a few minutes of sloppiness afterwards. Here's a drive from Calouette. Layup, no. Rebound, Corinne Fromm. Desierdo, hassled in the backcourt, gives it across to Fromm. Down to the corner, Harrison. Harrison walked. 3 consecutive turnovers for St. Francis. It's been a while since we've even seen them take a shot. Lorelei Thormeyer checks back in for Desierdo. John McGinty Tries to bring a veteran back into the backcourt to just try to control the basketball a little bit better. Here's Starks around a screen to the right. Crosses back over to the left side. Hand off to Thole. Caitlin Thole kicks it into the corner. Starks traveled. Little head fake from Kanaya Starks got Abby Shepard to blow by, but then Starks was not able to control her feet. So the Fighting Bees turn it over. A very disjointed second quarter has seen the Saints outscore the Bees 6-5. Thormeyer feigns the three, gives it up top to Shepard. She takes the three and misses it. Fight for the rebound is won by Bostwick. Actually bounced into her hand. She didn't even have to fight. She watched a few other players fight for it and just waited for it to roll her direction. Outside three, Harder drains it. Big one for Olivia Harder. It has not been her night shooting the basketball, so that's a good one for her just to get rolling a little bit. Harder had been 0 for 5 overall and 0 for 3 beyond the arc prior to that shot. Shepard takes it along the baseline, gives it up inside, and Ring floats it in. Ring has 6 points. Saints lead is up to 24. Again, it's been as big as 27. It's been over 20 the entire second quarter. Pull up from the foul line. Thole rims out. Jumping up for the rebound is Lorelei Thormeyer. Thormeyer pushes the pace ahead for Harrison. Open three, short. And we've got a jump ball. Went down the other way. 3:04 to play, first half. Big lead, St. Francis. St. Ambrose ball. They've leveled out a little bit. Saints go back to their bench. Gray and Desierto come back in. Takara Harrison is the only starter currently on the floor. We have not seen Lauren Knight in a while. Leilani Harris has not played since the first quarter. Drive and a foul called will send Mary Gruber to the line. John McGinty's kind of being cautious right now, I think. Some of the players who have battled injuries with a big lead are getting a little bit more time on the bench. I don't think he's at a stage in the game, even with this big an advantage, where he's ready to rest his starters the rest of the way, but players like Harris and Bailey Johnson, he's been giving a little extra rest to whenever possible, coming back from injuries. Second free throw is good, so Gruber gets them both. Gabby Bednar comes in for St. Francis, freshman out of Providence Catholic High School. First time we've seen her tonight. And as Takara Harrison sits down, none of the starters are on the floor. Bednar gets her first touch, gives it to Desierto. Back to Bednar, open three, way off. Caitlin Thole grabs the rebound. Gruber sent ahead for Calouette. Lob down low, Calouette, layup is good. Good ball movement and a nice little give and go for Peyton Calouette. Saints lead is down to 20. 34-14, they led 29-2 at one point. And they've been in control of this one since the opening minutes. Corinne Fromm off the feed from Bednar. Fromm has her first bucket today. 9th Saint to score in tonight's game. Calouette hands it off to Thole. Thole in traffic towards the basket, no good. Out of bounds, last touched by St. Ambrose. So the Saints have slowed down considerably here, but St. Ambrose has only been able to gain a little bit of ground. Bednar surveys the scene, bounces once and passes off to Desierto. Abby Shepard for three, on the money. 7 for Shepard in the first half. Under a minute and a half to play before intermission. Here's Bostwick. Around a screen to the left, fires a three, and she's fouled. Corinne Fromm got over late, trying to get over the top of the screen. Not a great foul for St. Francis. And Erica Bostwick will head to the line. Another freshman comes in for St. Francis. Taylor Shergan is on the floor. So that's 13 players now who have appeared on the score sheet for St. Francis here in this first half. It's got to be a fun luxury for John McGinty. He brought in a lot of freshmen this year, handful of transfers as the second of 3 free throws misses. The last couple of years, and it hasn't always started out this way, but he has had essentially no bench. And in a number of cases, it's been because of injuries throughout the middle of the season. So it's not like he's had nobody to turn to on the bench from opening day. Lob down low, ball knocked loose and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Saints. But man, the number of times the last couple of years that he would have killed to have as many as 13 players to go to off the bench. He's done it in the first half today. Kiki Gray hounded inside, ball knocked out of her hands and taken away by St. Ambrose. The Bees force another turnover. Mary Gruber leading the offense on this possession. She flings it up top to Calouette. Thole finds the cutter. Calouette outside. Gruber once again down the baseline. Gruber is blocked by Shepard. Here come the Fighting Saints with under 40 seconds to play in the half. Ball knocked out of the hands of Desierto. Out of bounds off of Olivia Harder. It'll stay with the Fighting Saints. 38 seconds on the clock, 27 to shoot. Shepard sends it into Desierto in the backcourt. Off to the left side. Saints taking their time on this possession. Desierto gets the screen from Shepard, and she's called for a moving screen. Second foul on Abby Shepard. 28 seconds to play in the half. St. Ambrose has outscored St. Francis 14-13 in the second quarter. They can put an exclamation point on that. Keep themselves somewhat in the game going into halftime here. Calouette can't complete the catch. Ball knocked out of bounds by Desierto. 17 on the clock. It'll stay with St. Ambrose. Shot clock is off. Bit of a hard tumble there from Peyton Calouette, but she was able to pull herself back up. Shepard leaves with her 2 fouls. Corinne Fromm is back in. Harder had it poked away, got it back. Off to the left side, the freshman Gruber drains the 3. 5 seconds to go. I don't know if the Saints are going to have enough time to get another shot off here. Desierto from 3/4 of the court misses on the long-range shot, and the first half comes to a close. Huge start for St. Francis. They led 29-2. St. Ambrose made a run late in the first half, but still a big deficit for the visitors. As we'll head into halftime, St. Francis 39, St. Ambrose 18. Back in about 15 minutes. We'll have some stats from the first half, and we'll get you ready for half number 2 here on the USF Sports Network. Halftime here at St. Francis, but just about set to start half number 2. Terry Bonadonna with you on the call for another 20 minutes of basketball. St. Francis currently leads St. Ambrose 39-18. Fighting Saints dominated this one from the jump. They held St. Ambrose to 2 points in the first quarter, removed most of their starters from the game in the second quarter, and the Bees made a little run. They were down by as many as 27. They cut it to 21 before the half. We'll see who John McGinty elects to play to start this second half. First half stats, Saints shot 47%, St. Ambrose only 19%. Saints out-rebounded the Bees 28-19. They made a big deal early in the game about second chance points for St. Francis. 6 of their first 10 points came off of offensive rebounds. They didn't get another one the rest of the half, and in fact they only got a couple more offensive rebounds the rest of the half, so that ended up not being a huge stat in the first half, but turnovers were dominant for St. Francis early as well. Points off turnovers 12-2 in favor of the Saints. Saints had some trouble holding on to the ball late in the first half. 9-7 they lead the turnover battle overall right now. Individual leaders, Bailey Johnson has 9 points, 4 rebounds in just 8 minutes. Amo Ring leads the Saints with 5 rebounds. Abby Shepard 7 points. For St. Ambrose, Mary Gruber leads the way with 7 points. Erica Bostwick and Olivia Harder are tied for the team lead with 4 rebounds. Saints basketball as we start the third quarter. It's Thormeyer, Harrell, Fromm, Bailey Johnson, and Takara Harrison on the floor to open it up for the Saints. Johnson is fouled right away by Peyton Calouette, who just 11 seconds into the second half commits her 3rd foul of the game. Calouette sat down for a long time in the first half. She came back in the second quarter, played well, but she quickly picks up her 3rd. Takara Harrison, runner, misses off the glass. Rebound grabbed by Bailey Johnson, and she is blocked going back up. They're going to call it a jump ball. It's St. Ambrose possession either way, but because they called that jump ball, the possession arrow flips, so St. Francis will get the next one. 5th rebound for Johnson. She's not able to become the first double-digit scorer, though. Saints extend the pressure towards half court. A drive for Mary Gruber, and she's fouled. Gruber 2 of 2 at the line so far. She has played well today. The freshman Gruber came into today's game averaging 4 points, 2.5 rebounds per game. She's already got 8 points today and a chance for 1 more. That's good, so she matches Bailey Johnson's 9 game high point total for them. The lead for the Saints is down to 19. First time it's been under 20 since late in the first quarter. Corinne Fromm for 3. It's back over 20. Corinne Fromm hits her 2nd field goal of the game. She's got 5 points. One stat I did not mention at halftime, 9 different players have scored today for the Saints. Simone Harrell takes the ball away but loses it out of bounds. And according to the official clock operators, that was a double change of possession, so turnovers for each side. Shot clock resets to 30. Caitlin Thole underneath to Olivia Harder. She pulls it back outside. Harder double team, lob down low, Bostwick. Kicked out to Calouette. Calouette fires to the corner. Good fake by Thole. She drives and is bumped by Bailey Johnson. 8:49 to play, third quarter. Johnson checks out. Ring comes back in. Amo Ring played just 6 minutes in the first half, but had 4 points, 5 rebounds, and a blocked shot. First free throw is good for Caitlin Thole. Thole 0 of 6 from the field today. That's her first point of the game. Came in averaging better than 15 points per game. 42-22 is St. Francis's lead. Lorelei Thormeyer drives from the right side and backs it up again. Up top, Harrell swung around to the left. Corinne Fromm down the baseline. Fromm's layup, no good. Well defended by Bostwick. Gets her own rebound and sets up Amo Ring. Ring lays in 2 more. She's got 8 points for the game. Ring playing really well tonight. Came in averaging just 1.4 points per game. Thole double teamed out to Bostwick. Saints are trapping pretty much every pass here as Thole receives it in the corner. One dribble, jumper, good. First field goal of the game for Caitlin Thole and much needed for St. Ambrose. Thole is a junior from Princeville, Illinois. Good player the last few years for St. Ambrose. Here's Harrell laying it off the glass and in. Simone Harrell continues to impress. 5 points for her. Saints lead is 22. Thole, quick jumper, no. Offensive rebound chased down by Olivia Harder. Bees will try it again. Calouette takes it inside. Good find. Caitlin Thole cutting along the baseline. Nice movement without the ball for Caitlin Thole. And John McGinty calls timeout. If nothing else, St. Ambrose is getting the offense rolling. Might not feel like it. 26 points through 22 and a half minutes in this game, but consider they were sitting at 2 points at the end of the first quarter. They went almost 7 minutes to start the game before getting their first points on the board. So the fact that they're at 26 now is fairly impressive. They've already scored 8 this quarter, just 2.5 minutes into it. And they're shooting the ball a lot better now than we saw earlier tonight. So trying to take some positives away from this game, and with 17.5 minutes to go, I'm not going to call the game over, but it has felt for a long time like the Fighting Saints were on their way to a pretty dominant victory. And they've been doing it without some of their key starters for a while now. Leilani Harris hasn't played since the first quarter. Lauren Knight hasn't played since the first quarter. Two of them played just 6 minutes each tonight, and by all appearances, they're done for the day already. So the Saints have been riding some of their regular backups through some key stretches in today's game. St. Ambrose, like I said, trying to make a run, but if nothing else, they at least want to have some positives they can take away from today's game. And in the first half, it was really hard to figure out what those positives were going to be, but already here in the second half, they put together some really nice offensive possessions. 46-26 the score as the Saints take the ball. Abby Shepard into the game. Mo Ring grabs that loose ball off the deflected pass. Still in the Saints' possession, 12 to shoot. From the baseline, backs down, tries to give it up to Ring, and it's pushed out of bounds by St. Ambrose. Fighting Saints will inbound from the baseline, 6 to shoot. Abby Shepard scored 7 points in 12 minutes in the first half. So she's back out there as Fromm drives and banks it home. Corinne Fromm playing big minutes off the bench today, and playing very effectively. Here's Harder around the perimeter, swings it to the right. Pass came up short, but Thole was able to track it down anyway. Long two-pointer for Gruber, hits the top of the backboard. Fight for the loose ball, rolls into the hands of Corinne Fromm. Lobbed ahead for Abby Shepard. Back to Fromm, hit a three-pointer a moment ago. This time she gives it up to Harrell, and she hits the three. Back to a 25-point game. Remember, the Saints' biggest has been 27. Here's Bostwick. Bostwick dribbles a couple of times as the ball knocked loose. Chased down near half court by Gruber. Calouette gets the pass at the elbow. Calouette spins around Thormeyer, misses the layup. Rebound grabbed by Ring. Here's Harrell trying to make it two in a row, this time well short on the three-pointer. Calouette dribbles to the left. Handoff Gruber. Back to Calouette. Half the shot clock gone. They get it inside the three-point line. It's Gruber blocked by Harrell, who came in streaking from the weak side. Saints on the move. It's Thormeyer giving it up to the trailer Shepard. One dribble, the three-pointer misses. Fight for the rebound leads to a jump ball, and this time the Saints will get it with 5:22 to play in the third quarter. Mariah Paytas back in for St. Francis. Caroline Cool enters play for St. Ambrose. Cool started today, first time this year, but we have not seen a ton of her since then. Inbounds pass stolen by Thole, and Thole misses the layup. She was all alone. Fromm gave it to her for free, and she didn't take it. Harrell, corner three, off the rim. Rebound grab by Paytas. Mariah Paytas fighting through traffic, kicks it back outside. Fromm, off the backboard, no good on the three-pointer. And the rebound goes to St. Ambrose. Olivia Harder with under 5 minutes to play in the quarter. Passes to her right. Thole steps inside the three-point line. Misses long on the jump shot. And Harrell grabs the rebound. John McGinty tells his team to slow it down a bit. Going through a little bit of a drought right now. Maybe the team has scored in a while. It's been about 2 minutes since our last points, but that changes here on Corinne Fromm's drive. She lays it in to give her 9 points for the game, and she could go to double figures on the free throw.
Checking in for St. Ambrose, number 15, Ellie Doe. And checking in for the Fighting Saints, number 25, Sophia DiCierto.
Sophia DeCierto checks back in for St. Francis. As Fromm makes the free throw. That'll spell her exit from the game. Layla Houseworth is in for the Saints. Another freshman. 14th player that the Fighting Saints have used tonight. Here's Thole on the wing. Caitlin Thole fires inside, and Calouette is pushed from behind by Mariah Paytas. Taylor Shergan played just briefly in the first half, as Layla Houseworth has only been out there for a few seconds so far in the second half. But all of the freshmen have appeared in today's game. 6 first-year players for John McGinty. All seen the floor. 17 to shoot for St. Ambrose. It's Gruber. Gruber picked up by Harrell, one of those freshmen. A whistle blows prior to the shot. A timeout was called by St. Ambrose. 9 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be Fighting Bees basketball coming out of the break. 4:02 to play. Third quarter. St. Francis leads 54-26. Saints are on an 8-0 run as they've taken their biggest lead. Spent some time talking about how well St. Ambrose had been playing in the second half offensively compared to what they put together in the first half. I had that whole conversation with myself, I guess, during that timeout. And since then, the Bees have gone 0 for 5 from the field and have not scored a point. In the game, they're shooting just 21% from the field, 17% on three-pointers. One spot they have had the advantage over St. Francis is at the free throw line, where they've gone an impressive 8 for 10. 9 to shoot. Inbounded to Calouette. Calouette dribbles once, picks it up. Now just 3 seconds on the shot clock. She throws it off the leg of Paytas. That's a shot clock violation. Zach Exene is arguing there should be 1 second left. May have been a late stop to the clock after it landed out of bounds. But the Saints get the call. DeCierto, pass to Shepard, gets it right back. Down to Paytas in the near corner. And a foul called away from the ball on Peyton Calouette. Number 4 on her. She leaves and Erica Bostwick comes back in. 13:38 to play in the game. Inbounds pass deflected, right back out. It'll stay with the Saints. Game 1 of a doubleheader. The St. Francis and St. Ambrose men's teams will go head-to-head next. It should be a good game. 2 teams off to hot starts this year. Shepard drills the three-pointer. And Abby Shepard is into double figures. 10 points for her. The third Saint to reach the 10-point plateau tonight. Corner three-pointer for Ellie Doe is good to answer. First points for St. Ambrose in over 4 minutes. 57-29 St. Francis. Here's Houseworth on the drive with the left hand, pulls up inside, draws the foul and scores. And Houseworth will go to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. She fires up her bench, excited to see their teammate get her first collegiate points. It was just the second shot that Houseworth has taken all year. This is her first free throw, and it's good. So a 3-point play for the freshman who's on the board for the first time this year. 31-point lead for St. Francis as Paytas jumps the passing lane. 3-on-2. Shepard takes it inside. Offensive foul.
Fighting Saints offensive foul number 10, Abby Shepard, their third of the team's fourth.
Olivia Harder is in. Amo Ring back on the floor for St. Francis. Got an offensive foul called on St. Ambrose. That's on Gruber. He gave the ball up to Kuhl, and then Gruber moving following the pass. Called for the bump. Houseworth gives it to Ring. Ring drives left side, spins into the paint, floats it up and in. Nice drive by Amo Ring. 62-29. Caroline Kuhl dribbles to the right, down into the corner, and back out again. Fires to Bostwick, knocked away, stolen by Ring. Amo Ring, the senior transfer from Australia, having a big game tonight. Desierto fires into the corner. This is Shepard. Back outside, around the perimeter. Fromm lobs down low for Ring. Layup comes up short. Tried to grab her own rebound, but a foul was called. The foul is on Ring. Gabby Bednar back in for Layla Houseworth. Kaya Starks makes her first appearance in the second half for St. Ambrose. 62-29. St. Francis, a minute 35 to play in the third quarter. That foul puts St. Francis over the limit. So we go down to the other side. Erica Bostwick will get 2 free throws. First one good. Second shot rattles home.
Checking in for the Fighting Saints number 43, Kiki Gray.
Kiki Gray back in for the Saints. Gray scored 4 points off the bench in the first half. Desierto walks it to the left, bounces to Fromm, lob down low for Gray, double teamed, and she scores anyway. Strong inside, Gray's got 6 points. Starks across half court to Harder. Caroline Kuhl looks for help, finds Bostwick up top. One step to the right, high arcing three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Desierto, and she's got room in front of her. Takes it all the way in, shoveled out to Fromm. Three-pointer, Corinne Fromm. 67-31. 28 points this quarter for St. Francis. Final minute of play in the third. Biggest lead they've held all night. Starks walks to the left. Gives it up to Kuhl on the wing. Caroline Kuhl drives around Bednar, off the glass and in. 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Saints will hold on for the final shot here. They've already got 28 points on the board this quarter. Trying to reach 30. Bednar back to Desierto. Fromm has had a big game to Bednar. Bednar sends it down low for Gray at the buzzer. No good. Shepard came flying in at the last second. Didn't count. Didn't go in either. So she'll be happy to know it didn't count. It won't count against her field goal percentage. 67-33. Saints outscored the Bees 28-15 that quarter. And they've got a massive lead heading into the final 10 minutes. Corinne Fromm, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 beyond the arc. Leads all scorers with 13 points. She's one of 3 Fighting Saints in double figures. Abby Shepard and Simone Harrell each have 10. Bailey Johnson was the big scorer early in the game for the Saints. She scored their first 5 points, had 9 at halftime. She's still at 9. So she likely will not reach double figures. She only played 9 minutes. So a good game for her. 9 points, 5 rebounds, but a couple of Saints still looking at a potential double-double. Amo Ring, 8.7 rebounds. Simone Harrell's got 6 boards to go along with her 10 points. There have been a lot of rebounds to go around tonight, as St. Ambrose has missed 32 shots. Just 10 of 42 from the field. Saints are shooting 51% tonight. And that's big for a team that has played well early in the season, but hasn't necessarily shot well. Under 40% for the year. This will push them over 40% for the year if they can keep this pace up the rest of the way. Saints come out with a few new players on the floor. Taylor Shergan is in the game. Amo Ring back out there after she sat late in the third quarter. Ring is called for a foul on defense. Fromm, Shepard, and Desierto are the 3 players who ended the third quarter, who are still on the floor to start the fourth. Foul on Ring was her 3rd. St. Ambrose inbounds it to Caroline Kuhl. Long 2 misses. Rebound deflected and brought in by Kanaya Starks. Second chance for the Bees. Pull-up jumper. No good from Ellie Doe. Cross-court pass picked off by Kuhl. Kuhl at the free throw line. Gives it up to Harder. Here's Bostwick for 3. No. Rebound grab by Shergan. Fromm is fouled. Starks called for the block.
St. Ambrose down by 31 from minus 12 in the second. Team's first of the fourth quarter. Checking in for the Fighting Saints, number 4, Simone Harrell.
Simone Harrell back in the game for the Saints. Fromm sits down. Thole replaces Doe for St. Ambrose. Good ball movement by the Saints. Freed up into the corner. Desierto hits the 3. Sophia Desierto scores for the first time this year. A 3-point shot that makes it a 37-point lead. Nearly lost backcourt, but Harder keeps it alive. Starks gets the screen to the left. Down to the corner, it's Thole. Outside, Bostwick driving around Ring. No good off the glass. Rebound, Shepard. Big lead for St. Francis, trying to add to it. Shepard into the corner for Shergan. Shergan picks up her dribble and takes a step. Traveling called on Taylor Shergan. Gabby Bednar back on the floor for the Saints. A lot of these young players have had a chance to get some big minutes for St. Francis tonight. They had a 24-point lead by the end of the first quarter. So this has never really been a game. Calouette up top, drives to the right, trying to get around Ring, can't do it. Ring blocks the shot out of bounds, 11 to shoot. It'll stay with St. Ambrose.
Checking in for the Fighting Saints number 21, Mariah Paytas.
Mariah Paytas in for Ring. Ball will be inbounded from the baseline by Caitlin Thole. Bostwick passes right, it's Harder. Flinging it over to Thole. Baseline jumper is good for Caitlin Thole. It's been tough sledding tonight for Caitlin Thole, but she's able to add 2 to her total. 8 points for her on 3 of 12 shooting. Simone Harrell has had a good night start to finish, and she adds 2 more right there. She and Fromm, a couple of freshmen, have combined for the 2 highest point totals today. 25 total points between the 2 of them. Good cut from Harder, reverse layup, no. It was all there but the finish. The most important part of all. Bednar up top to Harrell. Into the corner, Shergan. Desierto puts it on the ground, pulls up the elbow, gives it to Bednar. Gabby Bednar through traffic. No good off the backboard. Loose ball knocked around and brought in by St. Ambrose. Erica Bostwick sends the outlet to her left. Thole's pass deflected by Calouette. Pass a little bit too high for her, and it's taken away by St. Francis. Shergan underneath the basket, gives it to the cutter, Harrell. Lob down low, Paytas, one dribble, layup, got it. Mariah Paytas scores, and the Saints call a quick timeout for substitution. They bring Fromm and Houseworth back into the game. 39-point lead for the Fighting Saints against a shorthanded St. Ambrose team, who has won just one of their first 4 games this year. That was with Abby Walter out there, 16-point per game scorer, who was not available tonight. Gruber spins towards the wing. Gruber fires down low, deflected by Bednar, out of bounds. 12 on the shot clock, still St. Ambrose ball. Caitlin Thole inbounds, nearly stolen by Layla Houseworth. She deflected the pass, but stepped on the sideline, unable to save it. So 2 more seconds run off the clock. It's at 10 for St. Ambrose as the inbound this time from the sideline. Here's Thole, driving, laying it up and in. Nice drive from Caitlin Thole. Here's Desierto, just over 6 minutes to play in the game. Saints doubling up the Bees. Corinne Fromm can't bank it home. Rebounded by Bostwick. Calouette at the free throw line. Underhands it out to the freshman Mary Gruber, who's had a nice game today. Gruber's got 9 points. She passes off to Calouette. St. Ambrose taking their time in their last few offensive possessions, shortening this game a little bit as the pass is off the hands of Gruber and out of bounds. Bees turn it over. They've done that from time to time tonight. 16 turnovers committed by St. Ambrose. Saints have turned it over 13 times. This will not be one, as it's out of bounds, but off the hands of Bostwick on the strip. 20 seconds to shoot. Here's Bednar. Bednar in traffic with the left hand, no good. Gruber working against Bednar. Changes direction and hands it off to Harder. Off to the left, Gruber drives the baseline, kicks it outside, long 2-pointer, rims out for Thole. Loose ball, grabbed by Bostwick. Good hard-fought rebound by Erica Bostwick. Nearly taken away by the Saints. Bostwick keeps it alive, drives, blocked, and fouled.
St. Francis foul number 14, Layla Houseworth.
That is the first foul on Layla Houseworth.
Fighting Saints number 0, Taylor Shergan.
Taylor Shergan back in for Gabby Bednar. First free throw for Bostwick. Misses off the rim. 6 points today for Bostwick. She's 4 of 6 from the free throw line. She makes the second. 74-38. And a timeout called by St. Ambrose. The Fighting Bees apparently on their way to their 4th loss of the season. For St. Francis, this would mark a 5-1 start. For a team that had a rough ending to last season, lost a lot of players due to injury over the course of the year and faded during the second half of conference play. So to start their season with a conference win this year would be a nice bounce back for John McGinty and company. Plenty of time to keep that rolling. This is not fully the start of conference play. A whole lot of non-conference games still to come, but they sprinkle in these early ones. So they are 4 minutes and 40 seconds away from a 1-0 start to the CCAC season. Houseworth out to Shergan, three-pointer well off. Calouette hands it to Thole. Over to Bostwick. Three-pointer is good. Erica Bostwick playing well today. Bostwick had not scored all season coming in. Now she's got 10 points. Houseworth down low to Fromm, who has fouled. And Corinne Fromm will get 2 chances from the foul stripe. First foul on Harder. First free throw from Fromm is good. Corinne Fromm's got a game-high 14 points today. 2 of 2 from the line. She stays perfect. Gruber off to the left. Passes back to her right. Olivia Harder fires down low, and a foul is called on the pass. It's going to go on Sofia Desierto.
Their first, team's third.
Caitlin Thole inbounds it. Nearly pulled Calouette out of bounds, but she's able to corral it in the boundaries. It's Thole, down low, Calouette, layup, no, but she's fouled. Second in a row on Desierto, her second foul overall as well. 3:40 to play in this game. And a pair of free throws for Peyton Calouette. First one is good. Calouette struggled to get rolling early in this game. Foul trouble kept her on the bench for a good chunk of the first half. She's at 4 fouls now, but she's played the majority of the second half, has 5 points. She goes 1 of 2 at the line, and a foul called on the rebound attempt on St. Ambrose. It's only their third. So the Saints will inbound it as the Bees back their defense up across half court. Desierto, Houseworth, Shergan, Paytas, and Shepard on the floor right now for the Fighting Saints. Shergan looks left, dribbles right, backs in, Kicks outside, three-pointer for Shepard off the rim. Long rebound to Desierto, second chance St. Francis. Lobbed out to Shergan. She tries another three and misses. Shergan still looking for her first points today. A lot of bodies flying around battling for this loose ball. Possession arrow to St. Francis. 20 on the shot clock. Quick three for Shepard is good. Right off the inbounds play. Shepard has 13 points. Poked away by Paytas, and she scoops it up. A good steal for Mariah Paytas. Spins around Bostwick, loses the ball, trying to get it back, and she ends up tapping it right out of bounds. Really great start to that play by Paytas, but then just lost control and was not able to continue it. Bednar back in for Shepard for the Fighting Saints. Saints lead by 37. They were up by 24 at the end of the first quarter. Bostwick picks up her dribble and gives it outside. Caroline Kuhl has it ripped out of her hands by Sofia Desierto. Desierto bounces ahead for Houseworth. Houseworth lays it up and in. Steal and an assist for Sofia Desierto, and Layla Houseworth has 5 points. Hadn't scored this season coming into play today. Layup for Peyton Calouette. Saints a little bit slow to get back on transition defense there. And St. Ambrose took advantage. 7 points for Calouette. Bednar all alone for three. No good. Rebound tapped right back to her. Two-pointer for Bednar does fall. Another assist for Desierto on that rebound. Great play by her. Back to a 39-point lead. Ball loose and picked up by Paytas. Calouette couldn't control the dribble. Ahead for Shergan, who misses the layup. And out of bounds, last touched by the Fighting Saints. 88 seconds to play in the game. 83-44 St. Francis. Men's game coming up next as the Fighting Saints will try to hand St. Ambrose's men's team their first loss of the season. Gruber dribbles around the perimeter, gives it up to Bostwick. Bostwick at the free throw line, kicks it out to Starks. Caroline Kuhl right down the lane. Pass deflected by Houseworth and picked off by Bednar. Ahead for Shergan. Taylor Shergan lays it up and in. Second field goal of the year for Taylor Shergan. Timeout called by St. Ambrose. Just a substitution timeout as they bring in Isabella Hutchinson, freshman from Morton, Illinois. 58 seconds to go. 14th player to score today, Taylor Shergan. The only player for the Saints who did not score was Leilani Harris, who came in averaging a team best 16 points per game this season. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound grabbed by St. Francis. That's Mo Ring grabbing another one. .11 seconds between shot and game clock here. Desierto just dribbling the clock out as much as possible. We'll see if the Saints run an offense here, if they just decide to take the shot clock violation. It looks like the latter. Yeah, they're going to take the violation. They'll give St. Ambrose one more possession.
Shot clock violation. St. Ambrose basketball.
85-44, and the Bees will got one more possession here. Starks across half court. Kanaya Starks turns on the Jets around Bednar. Nearly threw it away. Kept alive, though, by the Bees. Starks doesn't get a shot off. So the game comes to a close with St. Ambrose passing around the perimeter. 85-44, our final score. The Fighting Saints win it by 41 points. And this was a dominant performance for St. Francis from start to finish. They jumped out to a quick 10-0 lead. They were up by 14 before St. Ambrose put their first points on the board. 6.5 minutes in. Led by 24 at the end of the first quarter, and then just kept pulling away. They end up 1 point shy of their season high. They beat Michigan Dearborn back on October 30th, 86-49. But this one, every bit as dominant as that game was. They scored 26 in the first quarter, 28 in the third quarter. John McGinty was able to empty his bench and got a lot of different people involved. 14 different players scored points tonight for St. Francis. They shot 50% from the field, 31% from three-point range. They were led by Corinne Fromm's 15 points. She was one of 3 players in double figures. Abby Shepard had 13. Simone Harrell 12 on 5 of 7 shooting. Good game for Amo Ring. 8 points, 9 rebounds today for her. Saints out-rebounded the Bees today 48-31. And I mentioned 14 different players had points. 13 different players had rebounds. 10 different players had assists for St. Francis tonight. And 9 different players had at least 1 steal. So it was a really impressive all-around team performance this evening. St. Ambrose was led by Erica Bostwick and Caitlin Thole, who each had 10 points. The Bees shot just 26% from the field, 24% from three-point range. They fall to 1-4 to start the season. St. Francis now 5-1, and they have won their first conference game, so 1-0 in CCAC play so far this season. Back to non-conference action in their next game. They will play on Saturday against Graceland right here at home, and we'll have that broadcast for you. It's a 1 o'clock start to that ball game, so make sure you're tuned in as they try to improve their record to 6-1 overall for the season. Once again, our final score today, St. Francis 85, St. Ambrose 44. Stick around because the men's teams from the same schools will go head-to-head in just under a half hour. So plenty more basketball to come from Joliet, Illinois. But the women's game has gone final, a 41-point victory for the Fighting Saints. Until next time, Terry Bonadonna is signing off. We'll talk soon. Saints victorious tonight.